This is Dr. Sofia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family. Remember, Big Sister looks after Little Sister. Interrupt Little Sister's work, and Big Sister will find you. This is Dr. Sofia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, Big Sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family, your family. Rapture was to be your paradise. You grasped the so-called great chain of progress and pulled hard in your own interest. But then, the great chain snapped. Now paradise is dying, and you with her. But we are never alone. We shall live on, join the Rapture family, and be reborn. Look around, my friends. Rapture is a mass grave. Here lies the holy self. A budding Mozart rots beside a girl who might have surpassed Einstein. Those who survived the war still crave the Adam drug. Locked within ourselves, we were unfit for utopia. This is Dr. Sofia Lamb. Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all. Remember, we reject the gene. We reject the self. We reject the tyrant. Citizens of Rapture, this is Subject Delta. Behind that mask hides an enemy of the people, without soul or sympathy. It is a beast apart, and as family, we must tear out its jaw and drive it back into the sea. Each of us has a moral duty to increase the common joy and ease the common pain. Alone, we are nothing. Mere engines of self-interest. Together, we are the family, and through unity, we transcend the self. Ryan saw the individual as a hero, a noble survivor, and Rapture was his paradise, a shrine to the supremacy of the self. The result? Slavery, genocide, chaos. Now that the tyrant is dead, we are a true collective, a single family. Ryan was wrong. To hand sufficient power to any individual is to create a tyrant. We must therefore eradicate tyranny at the genetic level, to end sin itself. That is the family. That is our cause. Attention. Subject Delta is now trapped in Pauper's Drop. All railcar travel is suspended until he is found. Remember, the enemy is alone. We are the family. Father Simon Wales, can you hear me? I have trapped a devil at your doorstep. And Simon, Daniel, is dead, murdered. Can you hear him crying out for justice? Attention! Subject Delta has drained and infiltrated Dionysus Park. His death is our rebirth. The life of the people's daughter is in your hands. Rapture was a city founded to exalt the self, a society of I. This is a contradiction in terms. The individual naturally subverts the collective, resulting in chaos. And so, Rapture failed. Delta, our conflict of interest seems to be upsetting Eleanor. For her sake, I have made it clear to these men that you are not to suffer. I accept full responsibility for any anger you may experience before you die. Subject Delta, I have known for years of Stanley's betrayal here and had forgiven him. But in compromising Eleanor now, he seals his fate. You see, it was Stanley who turned you into Ryan. He is responsible for what you have become. The security booth is open now. You may have your revenge. The tyrant has no family, no friends, no country, only slaves chained in his wake. To his fellows, he asks, "Of what use are you to me?" Those who love him are his subjects, for the tyrant accepts only worship or fear. The tyrant looks upon the world, saying, "All of this is mine," and by force or guile, he makes it so. To the tyrant, the whole of creation is held in the relative. Sun and moon revolve for him alone. For the tyrant, even justice is whimsy. He alone is fit to weigh, to measure, and to cut. Ryan's moral impulse was sound. He observed the world and asserted, simply, "We can do better." But utopia cannot precede the utopian. It will exist the moment we are fit to occupy it. Not a place, but a people. The human animal, like the gene, serves only the self. We are born believing that the world turns for us alone, and we die in the futile attempt to make it so. I've treated them all, from career prostitutes to titans of industry. The only constant is dissatisfaction. To the individual, his or her own instincts appear divinely ordained, but our drives are the product of evolved self-worship and are, therefore, naturally corrupt. Alone, we are enslaved to our own perspectives. It is a kind of protagonist syndrome, of which we are all afflicted. The individual, with even the least malicious intent, is prone to self-bias, resulting in great agony for those she loves. It is only the collective will that allows us to transcend this inner tyrant. Free will evolved, my friends. The illusion of control is a trick of the gene, vanishing in an instant the moment we are sufficiently tempted. The gene makes a tyrant of us all. Attention! Augustus Sinclair has been sighted within the facility. He will attempt to reach Subject Delta. All family duties are hereby suspended until he is found. Attention! Augustus Sinclair has been captured within the facility whilst attempting to reach Subject Delta. He is to be transferred into the therapy wing for rehabilitation. This is an emergency. Subject Delta has escaped. Eleanor Lamb has turned on her own people. Stand and fight, or the Rapture family falls together. It was my life's labor to abolish the self, Delta, to tear down the walls between us. You, I now know, are the tyrant incarnate. I have fought you for my entire life, and with my last breath, I shall end you. Sofia Lamb is at peace, tyrant. Accepting the sacrifice of this body was her first moral act. In her final thoughts, she will imagine you wailing and gnashing as you fall into the dark.